Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to the show. We're going to be carrying on with our Twilight of the Reich playthrough of all the scenarios in Twilight of the Reich. This is the second one, 291, Bridge over the River Queen, or Tsaritsa, as the Russians would have called it. And this is going to be September 1942, so right before Stalingrad, leading directly into it. Developed by Tom Moran, I should say designed by Tom Moran, and it employs the weapon fortification tables that are common in all the scenarios for Twilight of the Reich. So you can have variable purchase points to buy different things. Now, the setup for this is Germans are basically setting up around the railway bridge, while the Russians are trying to get control of said bridge. Now, for the purchases, what I did was for the Germans, I bought a medium. Actually, I think I bought 3 mediums, so that's my 9 points. That'll help me ours for the North group, and an ATR and a medium for the Southern group. Now, the gully here is the riverbed. It's generally it's not impassable. It's just a -1 level terrain, so I'm always able to go across there. I'm supposed to do rubble generation as well, something else common to all the scenarios, and that again adds some replayability. So for every shell hole with there's an adjacent rail car, you make a rubble check. So that means this one here, and this one here. I rolled forward, no effect, so there's no rubble. After that, the Russian gets to put down 2 blazes. And so I chose the eastern side to smoke off this area, primarily because I have these units here that have to set up on C or to the east, and they're going to be assaulting. The last thing I want is some firepower coming across the gully and ripping my dudes to shred before they can get into here. Now, the victory conditions are fairly simple. Basically, Russians have to have a single, at least, or more MMC, so it could be a half squad, on this location here or to the south. So anywhere along here in these railway car hexes, including I-16. And or if there are no northern German forces north of the gully. So these Russians here can deal a death blow to these Germans, then they'll win. And if the Russians can also get a couple squads into the railway cars by the end of Russian turn 5, then the Russians will pull off a victory. So it's only a short scenario, 4.5 turns, not that long at all. EC are moist, no quarters in effect for both sides, and hand-to-hand is available. So if we get into hand-to-hand, or if we get into melee, hand-to-hand is an option for the attacker and or defender if he gets ambush on all the units. I think that's it. We got a mild breeze from the southwest blowing towards the northeast, and there's going to be a low visibility hindrance of +1 to all ranges. So let's turn that on right now. That is in the here. We want a +1 visibility hindrance. So you just saw the map board shrink a little bit. Now in our die rolls, we should always be adding a +1 to the to any to hit roll or IFT roll. So Germans do have vehicles which are interesting. It's a wide mix. We have a tank, a Mark III J. We have a couple of half tracks, and there's an armored car as well. Now I've set these two 6 IFE weapons pointing into the rail cars so that if the Russians do get in there, this can be my last gasp to break them before they can achieve the victory. And essentially my northern group is going to try and hold on to the north, but I may funnel units to the south, and similar with the Russians. So that's the preamble. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, and the Russians have Molotov capability, which means I got to roll randomly. It's a 1 to 3. They'll have it. Modifiers are if you have a tank, or I think if you're a half squad, I think it is. And you add extra 4 firepower after all modifications. And they're also allowed to do 1 bayonet charge, which is something that came out in Chapter W of the rules, Forgotten War, the Korea conflict. Basically, it's like a bonsai with a couple of smaller changes, but basically it's a bonsai, which itself is based off the human wave. Now for that, my plan is these 3 stacks here are going to bayonet charge this 467 after I try and blast it. And with any luck, I'll be able to throw a unit or two onto him, and I may even be able to throw a unit onto here, although facing a medium is going to be a tall order. Speaking of, these guys should be concealed. Facing a medium is going to be tall order across open streets, but I want to try a bayonet charge. I never have, never played Korean War, Forgotten Wars, so I wanted to give it a go and see how that pans out. If it's anything like a human wave, it's not going to be worth it, but I wanted to try it. Yeah, so that's it. Let's start off with the wind change as always, and we do not have wind. Irrigation is not a fact, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go to prep, and we're going to start with these guys here. I'm going to prep the machine gun and the squad. I think I want to tag this guy, or I could fire on the 468. Now this guy here doesn't know my plan, but once he sees me move into these 3 adjacent hexes, he's probably going to spray fire those 2. That's what I would do, which is what I'm going to do. So if I can pin these guys or even break them, that might not be a bad idea. On the other hand, these guys here will also be able to target L19, which means that this guy probably not going to live very long with a 4 down 2 shot. But we'll try it anyways. All right, so I'm going to do 8 firepower with a +2. I don't have any leaders, neg leaders, just commissars and the Russian force. So it's going to be an 8 up 2. That's not a bad start. We got morale check for 1, and they're fine. Snipers are 4 and 3, which I forgot to put on as per normal. I always forget. Really don't know why. Let's slap you in the center, and then we'll throw the German one in one of the flanks. I think the northern one's a threat. Let's put it here. Oh, it's an AR. Oops. Let's try that. Ready, and 3, and then we'll change the size. Make him small and a little bit obscured. All right, so we had a shot. We did not have rate on their medium, and unfortunately that was a complete and utter waste. In the south, I think I want to do the same to this guy here. I need to break him or at least pin him. So let's do, I could also target the half track with the ATR. I think I'm going to do the half track first. So it's going to be a +1. I forgot that the +1 low visibility hindrance. +1 for the brush, 2 for small target, and 3 for the low visibility, which means I'm going to need a 7 or less to get a hit on the half track. All right, 7 or less to hit, and I miss. All right, so now we're going to do 12 firepower up 3 into this one. Up 4 because of low vis. And again, that is pretty redonkulous in terms of rolls. Look at that, 5, 5, 10, 10. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, a random.org, but it's not very random. And again, I do not have any rate of fire. Well, that's going to make things complicated. No time to fire. I gotta move now. All right, so we're gonna do a bayonet charge. That would be infantry. Bayonet charge. Bayonet charge. Bayonet charge. Now I need to make an NTC to in order to do it. All right, so I make it. Everybody's within range. It's the target, and I can commence my charge. So let's put out our counters, and they're just going to head basically straight across. And what else do I want to move? You're going to dash. Now, I don't believe they have to go first, unlike Berserk units. I can go whenever, so... I could also do the bayonet charge here. Come at the D13. I'll get a whack with an 8 down 2. But I have a commissar. 6 to 8 units. These are going to be 9 morale units. Not the 447, but the 6 to 8 and the 3 to 8. 9 morale units with a neg 2 coming through here. And then I can jump on this guy. But I think I'm going to do this one up here. All right, let's start with this 237. Now I want him to dash 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to dash through K20 and into K19. I should not have put the bayonet charge on until I'm actually ready to do it. This gives away the game. The guy knows these guys are charging, so I'm now going to hold fire. Remember sequencing, guys. Don't do stuff unless you absolutely have to. The question is, do I fire a 3 firepower anti-air at this guy? That would be a 2 up 1 shot. Let's try it. Right, 2 up 1. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. And they are fine. And that would be a 1 residual in that location. All right, so now we're going to do the charge. So impulse movement, we're all going to move 1. Probably should get a counter out. So that is 1 move. We're going to fire, spray fire. I guess it's going to be a 4 down 2. Okay, well, we just got a pinning task check. I believe they're immune to... Yeah, they're immune to pin results. So they're not going to be pinned, and I just shot my load, as it were. You're going to first fire as well, so this is going to be a 4 down 2. Another wonderful shot. Let's put some residual down, so that would be a 2. And then we would have 2 in this location as well. That could have gone a lot better, gotta be honest. Maybe there's something to be said for a bayonet charge in the right time. All right, now, because we have an adjacent unit, our next impulse is going to be directly into it. So we're going to start with this guy first. He's going to come into here. This guy's going to enter this location and take a 1 up 1 residual firepower shot, no effect. And then I can keep going my charge. I've only used up 3 moves so far. And that means I would be able to reach this guy. And he's concealed, which means I can enter his location until he's forced to drop it. Well, I have to fire this guy first because he's in the hex. I have to do final defense, well, subsequent first fire. And we're going to do 12 halved is 6 firepower up 1, 6 up 1. Wow. All right, and now we got a drop concealment here. Let's fire on this stack here with my full 8 firepower. It'll be 0 modifier because of -1 leader. All right, really? No rate on the medium. I do get an NMC on these guys, so their morale is +1, which means he's a 9 up 1, so this is an 8 or less. 9 or less, sorry. So he's fine, and then the 628 has actually 10 morale because of the commissar. And he's immune to pinning, so that was completely ineffective. Now, unlike a human wave or a bonsai, they are not lax at the end of the charge. So I don't have to worry about ambush impact too much. You guys are now going to be engaged in close combats. But I believe I get to fire first. Yeah, all right. So they're marked with a CC counter, and I'm guessing there's not going to be any advancing fire. It's going to go directly into melee. All right, now I can continue on my charge. I got a vehicle here, so what I'm going to do is I've got to close the gap. So I'm going to come into this location, and you guys are going to come into this location here. I think we can get rid of this for now. Now, I cannot fire right now because then I would be final protective fire when they actually enter my location, which means I have a chance of breaking even though I'm a 4.68. I could sustain fire the anti-air, I think. No, I can't. Vehicular MGs can't sustain fire. So you're screwed. If I final fire, it would be 8. If I sustain fire this, it would be total of 13. Half would be 6. So it would be on the 6 table. With a -3 into each location. 6 down 3, but then I would have to take final protective fire when they enter my location. It's really iffy when I do this. I suppose I could fire the medium, sustain fire. If I lose it, I don't care. I'm about to get jumped on by a couple 68s, which is really going to hurt. But it's so tempting. 6 firepower with a -3. And I would have to spray fire because I need to get both hexes. Now the 6 table is not too bad. A 7 would be a pinning. No, a 7 would be an NMC. An 8 would be a pinning. So there's a good chance of getting a 1 check, maybe 2 check, which would help mitigate having the extra morale. But I don't want to final protective fire. They're going to enter my location anyway, so I may as well wait. All right, so let's enter the location. We'll throw you into there. You don't have to take a patsy. So you can go directly onto there. We're going to mark those guys with a CC. These guys are going to final protect or subsequent first fire with the medium as well. So it's going to be 9 tripled is 27. Half of that would be, what, 13? So on the 12 table with a +1. 12 up 1 into that location. All right, so I broke my medium, which is fine. I didn't really want that right now. This would have been my FPF roll. I would have broke, including my leaders. So it's, and I'm glad I did not choose to fire. All right, so you guys are done. You guys are pretty well screwed, and we'll mark you guys with a CC as well. Other moves we have here. This conscript's going to CX. It's going to come here for 1. Let's go 2, actually. We're going to go 2 into the shell hole. This would be on the 8 table with a -1. It is a conscript half squad. Do I fire or do I wait? Problem is, as a German, I don't know what this guy's going to do. But he did say CX, which probably indicates he's probably going to try and bump the concealment, which is good use for half squads, by the way, is stripping concealment from enemy units. And if I enter this location with the conscript, I get bumped back to E12. This guy is now forced to fire on this guy, which means I can now move freely through D12 without this guy blasting me. Well, relatively freely. I think I have to take that shot. So let's do a 8 down 1. 6 on the 8 is a 1 check, which we didn't really expect too much. So they're going to be broken and disrupted in the street. And we have rate on... Oh, I forgot the +1 for low vis. It would have been a 7 on the 8, which is still a 1 check, so that's fine. And they still have rate. Okay. And we have 4 residual in that location. Now you... Oh, I needed 3 locations, eh? See, I still have the human wave potential, but right now I'm not equipped for it right now. I'm not in the proper organization. And I fired these guys. I need to have 3 adjacent units with 2 squads in each, or 2 MMC in each. And then I could declare a human wave. But again, that's probably not worth the effort. Let's start with the 426. We'll assault into the shell hole. This will give me an 8 plus 1, plus 2 because of low vis. Right, let's take that shot. So an 8 up 2. No rate, and we have an NMC, which they pass. Holy shit. And we have 4 residual in that location. Now you guys are kind of screwed. How do I do this? I move into here and I'm dead. If I assault move, I would take an 8 down 1 shot. If I use the Commissar and these guys, then I would have 9 morale troops. So let's assault move into there. Alright, then I have to first fire this guy. So it's going to be 8 minus 1 plus 1. So it's going to be 8 flat, actually, because of low visibility. So we have an 8 on the 8. That's a coward. So it's going to be an 8 on the 6, which is a pinning task check. So the Commissar and the 328 and the 628. So they're all fine. And you are final fired because you cowered. Did I miss another one? No, 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 no. 8. I may have missed another cower in there. I'm not sure. All right, and then we have 2 residual because of the cowering in that location. Let's fire this guy here. So we're going to do a 2 firepower attack with a flat rate. Eight on the 2 is going to be nothing. And that's fine for residual. You are really screwed. Now, what do I do with you? I could move you into here as well. You would take a 2 flat. No, 2 down 1 because low visibility wouldn't count. I could also fire you. Now, that would be a +1. -1 would cancel with a +1 low visibility. Means it would be a 4 up 1 shot, which is not great. Four up 1. What am I looking at here? I need a 6 or less to get a result. I may as well. Let's do a first fire shot. We'll tag those guys there. So we are going to hit the brush, which we kind of knew anyways. Going to be +1 for low vis, 2 for the brush, -1 for wait. It's going to be a +2 shot because moving it open will be canceled by the brush. And they did use assault movement, so it's going to be a 4+2 shot. Yeah, all right. Well, let's jump onto here as well. Assault moving, we'll take a 2 down 1. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. And we are pinned. So that guy is pinned, the other guys are not. I'm at the bottom, give him one of these. And then we can move on to the defending fire, which I don't really have a lot of. You could fire, I may as well do that. So this would be a 4+3. Hail Mary. Final, you guys did not have rates. No rates. Tank can't see. You guys can't see, and you guys are screwed. Yeah, alright, so that's that. Let's go to advancing fire. And let's spread some glorious smoke and flame. So we have an a tree that is downwind. We have a +2, not attached, it will be a -2. And it is moist with a -1. So that would not be enough to cause a flame. Now we have to go to I-18. That would be 0, not attached is a -2. So basically I need like a boxcars. And I-17 is, yeah, 13. So that would, even 11 would not be enough. It would be base 8. -2 not attached is a 10. -2 for EC and upwind would be a 12. Yeah, all right. So no flame there. And then I-16. Again, it's going to need a 12. So no flame spread. And we can move on to shooting. Now, you guys are engaged in CC, so there's no shots there. You guys here are not. So let's do... pinning would be 4. Halved is 2. Halved is 1. Adjacent is 2. You guys would be 8. 8 firepower up 3. 4 for low vis. No effect. I could do a 4 up 4. Really, yeah, sniper. Allied sniper though, so it's okay. And that is it. Route phase, nothing's broken. Which I'm kind of amazed at, except for you guys. No quarter is in effect, so you guys actually have to run back to here, let's say. And that's it for routes, advanced phase. Seven to 4. I don't need to be there. You're going to come here. You guys are fine. You guys are going to jump onto the 467. Let's throw you here. And I think I'm going to move the ATR into the brush. This way it's a better chance of maybe hitting that thing. And you guys are fine where you are. You got to take out that 468 if it's still there. All right, so that is that. Let's go to close combat. And we'll start with here. So there's not going to be any ambush because we're already in close combat, I believe. Or maybe that's the bonsai. All right, I'm just quickly confirming what I think about human waves. Because a bonsai, I believe you go right into melee. Oh, no, I'm thinking of jungle. Sorry, jungle is because of that. All right, so there's going to be ambush here because it's only a CC. Oh, let's start with here. Germans are -1. We are not considered blacks because it's a bayonet charge, not a human wave. So nothing for the Russians. He's on a 5. The German is a -1. He's a 5. No ambush. So we're going to have 6 to 5, 1 to 1 for the Russian. I guess I would go right to hand to hand. Meaning I need a 7 or less to kill. He needs a 6 or less, but he has a -1 leader. Yeah, let's go hand to hand. So I need a 7, which I don't get, and he needs that, which he does get. Okay, that was a bad call. As a general rule, it's not good if you outnumber the guy to go hand to hand, I think. All right, so that worked out in the German favor. This one here, we have a vehicle. +2. That is it. So the no ambush on a human wave. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that because it's only marked with a CC, and that's what I thought, but maybe I'm conflating that with jungle. If they start the CC together, no one advances into the hex. Correct. That's right. That's right. That's where that comes from. Any rate, there wasn't any ambush there, so that's fine. That one handled that way. This one here, we're not going to have any ambush. We're going to have 7 to 4. Should be 3 to 2. 7 to 4 is 3 to 2, so that would be an 8 or a 6. Now I got a commissar, which means I'm going to be adding a +1. So if I go hand to hand, that's under chapter J. So I don't think there's any requirement to go hand to hand. I'm not forced to go hand to hand, so I think I'm going to go normal combat. I need a 6 with a +1. He would be at a 4 to 7, would be 1 to 2. He would need a 4 with no modifier. So I think I'm going to do that. Normal combat. I need a 6. He needs a 4. So I get him. Got leader creation. Okay, and he needs a 4. No effect. After we recalculate, it would be 8 to 4. Still 1 to 2. So this guy's gone. And I get leader creation from the 628. All right, so we have, oh, wow. Okay, well, Russian +1. Base morale is 8, is a -1 cancel. So we get an 8-1 Russian leader. Hey, Wardrobe. We just picked up an 8-1 leader from that. Very nice. All right, now we go back to the vehicle. Again, there is no ambush because nobody advanced in, and it's not ambush terrain anyways. So it's normal CC, which is going to be a 5 for the squad. It is open top, which is a -2. That's kind of crucial. It still has anti-air, so I don't get that. No escorting squad, so I'm going to get a -2, and I need a 5 or less. Wow, okay, so I missed. Now I can attack back at 3 to 6, which is going to be 1 to 2 odds. So I'm going to need a 4 to kill the 628. No. All right. So we're just going to be in CC because it's a vehicle. It can't be held in melee. And then we go down here. These guys will have ambush. So we have nothing for the German and nothing for the Russian. So the Russian is a 1. The German is a 1. I'm not going to go hand to hand. We have 10 to 4. 2 to 1 odds. So I need a 7 or less, no modifier to kill. Alright, another leader creation. Holy shit. And the German needs a 4. So the German's dead. And we have another leader creation. I can't. Love it. All right, so we just picked up a second 8-1. 2 close combats in a row. All right, this is gone. And we'll go on to the German turn 1. Wow. So that comes off. All right, wind change, die roll, no wind. And we have 1 rally, but he cannot self-rally, so you're kind of screwed for the game. Let's go to prep fire. I think you have to move. Where could you move to? You could start up and back up. So, oh, I gotta repair that. Nope. Wow, Germans are having a rough go. All right, we're gonna fire next door. So this is going to be a 8 plus 1 for low vis, 1 for the vehicle, minus 1 leader. So 8 up 1. 6 on the 8 is a 1 check for that guy. And he is broken. Convenient. You guys are all gotta move. You could fire a 4 up 1 shot. Up 2 because of low vis. 4 up 2. I need a 5 or less to get a pinning. Or I move. Yeah, you're gonna move. You're gonna move. You're gonna shoot. I have to kill this guy, so let's fire this guy first. We'll do a 4 up 1 for the low vis. No effect. Then we'll do a 2 up 1. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. And the 447 is fine. Well. All right, let's fire 16 firepower up 3 into here. 4 because of low vis. 16 up 4 is going to be not that. 12 on the 16, maybe a pinning? No. I do have rate if there's a heavy. It's not, it's only a medium. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to give ground there. You guys are going to fire your 8 up 3 shot into there. That's going to be an NMC. And the 426 not up to the task. No rate again. No fire. No. I could fire that. That would be a 4 flat. Nope. 4 up 1 because of low vis. 4 up 1. Nope. And we'll go to move. Start with you. You're going to assault move into there. You're going to assault move into there. I should move this tank to over here. You would be gone for failure to route. I've been positioned to blast these 2 guys, and all they have is an ATR, which won't penetrate my frontal 6. So let's do that. You're going to start up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, what do I want to do? 5, 6. Actually, let's stay back here. No, wait, I can't be in that X. So we're going to stop there. This will DM this guy. You now failure to route. You guys can't hurt me. Yeah, that's fine. That is all fine. They don't get the protection of the vehicle? I wonder about that. I mean, if you're in the location, doesn't this count as an obstruction? But because it's an enemy unit, they're not really hunkering down beside the half track, are they? That kind of makes sense. You are going to start up for 1. You're going to fire a 4 up 2 shot to try and hit the crew. Up 3 because low vis. You start up in reverse. You're going to back up into here, and then you're going to stop. Yeah, all right, defending fire. You guys have no shot now. You first fired. You missed. You are going to fire... that'll be a 6 up 3 shot. -1 and the low vis will cancel. So 6 up 3. That is a 8 on the 6 is a pinning. Leader. It's fine. And the 4, 6, 8 is fine as well. Here, that's going to be 9. Double is 18, so on the 16 up 3. 10 on the 16 should be an NMC. Yeah. NMC for this 468. And he is fine. Shrugs it off like it's nothing. All right, let's get an ATR onto that half track. This time we're going to be at a +1 for low vis. Target size is a +2. So an 8 or less will hit. I continue to miss. Let's do a 4 up 3 shot. Make him cower maybe. Nope. And then you guys are going to fire onto these guys with your 8 firepower up 4. No effect. Rate 4 up 4, not worth it. If it was a wreck, you get it? Okay, thanks, Caslo. One, two, three, 4. That would be a 4 up 3 shot. No effect. And then advancing fire. Let's spread some glorious flame. Again, I need a +2, -2 with a -1. So I need a 9 or less, or 9 or more would be that. So I get a flame in that location. This guy needs a base 8, not attached, is a -2. 0 for the wind. -1 for moist. So it's going to be 11 or more. 12 or more and a 12 or more shot. Okay. Now we can do advancing fire. All right, let's start with the machine guns onto here. Let's fire 8 halved is 4 up 4. And then we'll fire main cannon to get acquisition. Yeah, all right. So let's go to route. Now we have to move some Russians. You have to low crawl. No, you would come into here for 2. That's your closest route destination. Wait, is railcars route in the new rules? I'm conflating Stalingrad and Valley of the Guards. Railcar. I don't think railcars constitute route destination. It's concealment terrain. It is not route destination. So it's got to be a building. K19 is the closest. So you're going to low crawl to here. No quarters in effect, so you are allowed to do that. You're gone. Failure to route. You're going to slide into that. We're into advanced phase, and let's go here. You're gonna stay here, concealed from that guy, which is fine. Let's go. I guess we'll go back. No, you'll stay here. You're gonna need to bring some fire to bear on those guys. Let's skip ground slowly. We'll come back into that location. You're gonna advance. You guys are gonna come back to here. And we'll let them run into us. If this dies, it's not huge. It means he's not heading towards the rail cars, so probably an okay trade, maybe. All right, close combat, none. And we are into the Russian turn deuce. Wind change, no wind. We have self-rally this guy here in the street. Not with that. This guy cannot because he's disrupted. That is it for that. Prep fire. You're going to move. Let's start with you. So you're going to fire 4 up 3 into the 468. That's going to be no effect. You guys are going to fire. Can I see? Yes, I'm going to take this shot here. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You're within range. It's going to be on the 8, up 3. Okay, I'm spending too much time shooting, not moving. You're going to move. You guys here are all going to move. I got to get away from this tank. Let's take an ATR at the half track again. All right, this is going to hit in the turret. Now I need a 1 Russian ATR, I believe is a 6. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3 hexes, so we are at a +1. So we should be at a 7. Should be at a base 7 to kill, -1. So 6 or less, and I'll kill a half track. All right, so that is not a wreck. You have crew survival of 5. No, so you're gone. And then we'll fire 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 up 4. No, that's not going to work. You're going to fire 8 up 4 here. No effect. No rate again. And we'll go to move. You're going to salt move into the shell holes. Or do I dash? 2, 4. That would be at a 8 up 1. No, it'd be at 8 up 3. This guy would have a shot here. It would be a 2 +1 -1. 2 flat. I'm going to dash through L17 into here. So let's get a snapshot. We'll do a 2 flat. Russian sniper. 4 on the 2 is a 1 check. Leader and squad. Squad, really? Heat of battle. Russian is a +2. That's all that counts. So it's going to be a 7. So he's fanatic. I wonder if a berserk would have been better. Fanatic 628 as he moves into here. First fire from you. That would be 1 residual in that location. Now you're going to fire 8 up 3. 9 on the 8's a pinning task check, so you're fanatic. Let's fire again. So this is going to be on the 4 up 3. Not much difference. You cannot see here. Let's send a 328 into this location. I'm going to fire 8 up 3 into here. 8 up 3. No effect, no rate. And we have 4 residual. Now we'll do this. I could fire the squad, or I could fire the medium for 8 firepower, and then I could fire group the 2 squads into F13. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to do an 8 up 4 shot into there. That low visibility is killing me, literally. Right, no effect. And then you guys are going to assault move into here. And I'll fire group now. Let's leader direct so we don't cower. And it's going to be on the 16 table with a +4. That's a lot better. I forgot a sniper. 7 on the 16 is a 2 check. So the 8-1 is fine. And now 1 check for the 628, who is fine. And that would be 8 residual. The sniper that I missed for the Russians is a 2. 4 for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So it's going to land on you. And somebody's going to be pinned. So we have a leader and squad. Squad's going to be pinned. Now their shot didn't do shit anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You're going to go where? If I move to here, you would get clip the house. You'd be safe from being shot, except for this guy. That would be at a 4 flat, -1 with a +1. Or I can move into the building and then I can worry about getting a tank shell. Although it was only a 50. 50, I believe, is on the 4. 6 table. 6 table, okay. Well, let's assault move into here. I'll hold my fire for the defending fire phase. And let's do that now. You'll stay concealed. You are going to fire your 2 firepower anti-air into this guy's here. No effect. Into this guy's. Proper English. final fire 8, firepower up 4, no effect. And you are pinned. Tank. Alright, let's give him an 8 machine gun up 4, no effect. And now the main cannon. That will probably miss because I need a +3, 4 for low vis, 5 for buttoned up, acquisition, and 2x range brings down to a +3. Yeah, I needed a 5 or less to hit, so we've acquired twice. This might be worthy of an ATR trying to immobilize. If I can immobilize this tank back here, it won't be effective for anything over here. Advancing fire phase. Now, what do we have to shoot? You guys will fire a 6 up, 4 into there. Here, this is going to be a 6 up, 3. And then a 6 up, 4 there. No effect. Nothing is hitting. 2, no, it's not worth it. Alright, and flame spread. Alright, so we need an 11 and 2 12s. So 11, 12, 12. Now we need to turn that flame into a blaze, and that should be enough. Glorious smoke. Good to see. Talking strategies, by the way. So, as we said, the Russian gets to place 2 blazes at start. I originally was thinking about flaming this car here, just because it prevent anything from drifting into supporting the southern valley over the bridge. You have to go down, then go up, which is its own pain in the ass. I just don't know if that would have been worthwhile or not. So that's why I chose the 2 buildings here. I'm curious what you guys would have burnt down. It's only a valley. It's not impassable, so it's quite easy to traverse. 1, 2, 4. 4 would get you into H13 from this location, so it's quite doable. But in terms of direct reinforcement, lack of turns. What happened to my turn counter? Yeah, at any rate. I think that's it for advancing fire. Let's get rid of some counters. Not what I want to do again. Road phase. You'll retreat to the commissar. 1, 2, 1. No, I can't because I'd be closer to the 468. So I'm going to have to come to here. Let's go to M18. And that is it for routes. Now we'll do the advanced phase. So you're definitely jumping on this dude. Oh wait, you have to run as well. Let's get you into that house. One to 2, I would need a 4. If I get ambush, it would be... This is an ambush terrain, though. I don't think rail cars are ambush terrain, are they? No, they're not. It's got to be a woods or a house. So there's not going to be any ambush. So 1 to 2, I could always use hand-to-hand. I would need a 7. I see that I get blasted. So let's do that. Here, we're going to jump on these 2 guys. Because we're crazy that way. Let's backfill in some infantry. Yeah, that's fine. You guys now can start moving, I think. Problem is I got this guy and I'm really not sure what he is. Let's move you to there. Let's just move everybody. We'll move everybody to here. All right. Close combat phase. Hey, Hexy. All right, so we don't have any ambush here, so this is going to be 1 to 2. I will go hand to hand, which means I'm going to need a 7 to kill. He's going to be a 2 to 1. He's going to need a 9, so I need this 7 really bad. So he's a half squad, and I'm a half squad, so I'm dead. And he is now a half squad. All right, this is a house, so we have ambush. Nothing for the 628. Is a 1. The German's a -1. He is a 0, so no ambush. 6 to 5, 1 to 1. This would be a 5 or less. He would need a 5 or less because he has a -1 leader. So 5 or less. I kill him. He does not kill me. Wow. Russians in hand-to-hand are brutal. Brutal. And because this guy was in bypass, even though I'm fanatic, I don't have to take the patsy. Isn't that convenient? All right, here we have ambush with the -1 for the Russian, which is a 3. German is a 4. No ambush. So we have a 7 to 4. Should be 3 to 2, I think we said. Yeah, so I need a 6. Not going to use hand-to-hand. I need a 6. He'll be coming back at 1 to 2. He needs a 4. So 6. Okay. He needs a 4 or he can withdraw. I'm going to withdraw. Where would I withdraw to? This would make sense because then I just have to advance into the rail car. Yeah, let's do that. All right, this one here, we have ambush. The no modifier, so the Russian is a 2. German is a 1. No ambush. We have 3 to 5 is 1 to 2. So we're going to use hand-to-hand. And that means I need a 6. He will be at 5 to 3, which is 3 to 2. He'll need an 8. So I need a 6. He'll need an 8. 6, 8. No. Wow. We live. Right. So that is it for that. And we're into the German turn 2. All righty then. Not, I don't know about the North. The North is kind of collapsed now that these guys are dead. I've still got 2.5 good order squads in the vicinity. This guy now has to get off his ass and start moving. That would be 2, 4, 5. I'd have to CX to make it advance. You're going to be firing inside your hex, so that's going to be really interesting. Would be on the 8 table. They'd get the house, so it would be 8 up 4 because of low vis. Or I could move. All right, wind change. Wind change star roll. We have a 10. No effect. That'll come off. Let's rally. Only Russians are broken. This is gone. So let's self-rally this guy here. Okay. He takes a wound. You have a commissar, so that's gone. You need a 10. Wow. Squeaker. All right, let's go to prep fire. Do I have any? I don't think I do. I think I have to move. except for this guy. Fire on the hex will be triple fire, so that would be 9 on the 8 table with the +4. Pinning task check for the fanatic units. You're definitely moving. You guys could fire a 6 up 4 shot from the armored car. Let's do 6 up 4. No effect. You're going to wait for them to get close. You guys are going to unload with your 8s. Up 3 shot here. How can you win with that kind of fire? And you are going to move. Get away from point blank. Although I could reinforce this combat. That would help to really put pace. No, it's hand to hand. I don't want to do that. This tank here has to move. So let's go to move. We're going to assault move here. I'll hold my fire. You're going to assault move there. You're going to CX. Going to go 2, 4, 5. You're going to come into here. You're going to start up for 1. Pivot for 2, 3, 4. Stop for 5. If I start up, will I take that shot? I'm pretty sure I'm going to clip the house, so I'm not going to shoot the ATR. I wonder if I would have hit it. And then we'll be into defending fire. So you're going to fire on the half track. That's going to be on... There you go. How's that? Yep, I can come in a bit. Let's go one more. Matter of fact, let's bring this down here, and then we don't have to worry about going up. All right, so we have 18 firepower with a +3 onto the half track. It's going to be a 9 on the 16. Should be good for a 1. 1 check, yep. 1 check for the crew. And they are buttoned up. And they are... I think they're stunned, aren't they? Inherent crew failing morale check. I'm buried in the corner, Stu. Come on. You can see it. All right. So we want inherent crew. We need to know what happens when they fail a morale check. I know they're buttoned up. Fails an MC, it is marked with a lowercase stun counter. So this guy right here. All right, and we fired the 628. Now let's fire 3 up 3. 3 up 4 with the leader. That's not worth it. Here, this is going to be on the 6 up 2. That's a good shot. Axis sniper. 6 up 2. So that would be a 5 on the 6 is a 1. And Russian sniper. So Axis sniper, Russian sniper. And then we got this guy here. Let's do a 4 up 4. Again, we're talking sniper territory here. These are not good shots that you should probably be taking. And advancing fire. Now we have no more buildings to burn, except the rail car for an 11, 12, 12. So no blazes are spread. And then we can do advancing fire. So let's go 2 up. Yeah, that shot's just not worth it. Here, this would be a 2 up, not worth it. You, 4 firepower machine gun, up 4. And the main cannon. We have acquisition for Unos. Route phase. You're fine. You're not known. Oh, this should have come off. Anyways. Rolling boxcars. Unreal. I got no routes. We're into the advanced phase. Now, I could enter that combat, but that would be redonkulous. So let's stack here for now. You're fine. You guys are going to retreat 1 hex. And you're going to come into this location here. Close combat. We have only got the 1 hand-to-hand. Although, you guys are in this location, so we could do that as well. Now, you don't need a Poutsy because you're a Fanatic. So, let's do this one up here first. They're buttoned up. Now, that is ambush terrain because it is a house. So we have a vehicle that's +2, buttoned up or stunned for each. So it's going to be a +4. +4 for the German. So the Russian's at a 2. The German is at a 5. So we're going to have ambush for the Russian. So they're going to need a 5 or less with a -1. What is their modifiers? No manning gun is a -1. Open topped is a -3. Ambush is a -4. I'm not even using Molotovs, by the way. I keep forgetting. Yeah, it's going to be a total -4 to this. All right, so I kill the half-track. And in this location, we have hand-to-hand with 3 to 5. Should be 1 to 2 odds, giving me a 6 with hand-to-hand. All right, so I kill the German. Oh, wait, that should have been the Germans going first. So the German's first. Kills the Russian. The Russian needs now a 6. All right, so we got a half-squatted situation, and you're gone. So who gets the half-squad? Leader, squad, both. Wound die roll for the leader. He makes it. And you are reduced to half-squad. Wow. All right, we're into turn 3. And we have wind change. Nope. And we have rallies. Nothing for the German. We only have a wounded Russian leader in a building. Not that. And so that's it for that. Now we can go prep. Don't have a lot of options here. Well, I mean, I'm adjacent to it, right? So what's the VC again? On or south of I-16. Overlay I-16. I got to get into that hex, which means I'm going to have to get into this hex so that I can advance into that hex. So you're going to fire 12 up to rec would be in this hex, so it's not going to count. So it's going to be low vis. So it's going to be 12 up 3 and 6 up 3. So we have a 9 on the 6 is a miss, and on the 12 is an NMC. They're fine. You've prepped. You guys gotta move. If I move you guys, I could always backfill with you guys. You already have +1 for CX, +1 for low vis. If I assault move into J18, it would be a net +1 on the 8. 8 up 1. Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna move. This guy here is gonna fire onto the medium. So it's gonna be 8 up 4. No effect. Let's do a 6. No, you're gonna move. What am I doing? You're gonna move. You're gonna move. Everybody else is gonna move. Let's go to there. I can't waste too much turns farting around. So let's come to here. Assault moving. We're gonna first fire the CX unit. That's gonna be an 8 up 1. 6 on the 8's a 1 check, so the commissar. And then the 628 is pinned. All right. You're going to come back into here. You guys are going to target the 628, so you're going to fire there. You're going to come into here. That's death. I completely forgot about this guy down here. If I move into there, this guy's dead. You got to move 1 for now. Actually, I can come here to 2. Yeah, let's go here for 2. I could have spun my turret and fired, but I really want to kill this thing. I don't want to lose my acquisition. Low vis already is hurting enough to get a shot off. Defending fire. Final him, so it's going to be on the 4 up 2. 7 or 8 on the 4 is a miss. Let's drop. No, I'm going to keep my concealment. This would be a losing shot anyway, so I'm not going to bother. Let's do a 4 up 4. No, I need a 3 or less. It's just not going to work. What about you? Let's fire on the 8-1. Fire on the 8-1 with 8 firepower and a +4. I'm not going to use the leader, so 8 up 4. And then a 8 up 3 into here. Wow. All right. Save the day there, Panzer 3. We have 8 firepower machine guns up 4. And the main cannon. That's going to miss. I'm acquired twice. Random.org again. Advancing fire. Pins. So you're going to be a 6. Halved is 3. Halved is 1.5. Doubled is 3. 2 up 3. No point firing this. It would be a 2 up 3 again. Yeah, yeah, the dice bots. I don't know who its dice bots are working for, to be honest. I mean, it gave the Russians 2 leaders, one of which already broke, but yeah, I don't know. I miss rolling real dice. Blazes. So we need an 11 and 2 12s. 11, 12, 12. All right, so we're going to fire now 6, 10, 8 firepower with a +4. Pinning task check for the leader. And he's fine, and the 248 is fine as well. And then we're going to go route phase and directly into advance. All right, I have to do this. I think I'm done with the fire base for now. Let's come into here. Matter of fact, you're going to come to there. What do we have? A squad and a leader, eh? So let's send in you guys. Let's come to here. Let's come to here. Let's slide to here. This is probably stupid. But I need to get close to this. And if he's wasting shots, I have a +1 for low vis, so that might be survivable. I don't know. We're going to find out shortly. All right, so no ambush. We do have a concealed half squad who is not going to fire. So it's going to be 6 to 2 is 3 to 1 odds. So we're going to be on the 3 to 1. We're going to need an 8 to kill the 248. If I attack the half squad, if I attack everything, I would be half firepower. I would need a 4. It would be a 3 to 4. I would need a 4 or less to kill both half squads. If I just target the unconcealed, I'll need an 8. So I'm just going to target the unconcealed, and I need an 8. Okay, good thing. And he comes back at 1 to 3. It's going to be on the 1 to 4 table, so I'm going to need a 3. All right, so you're gone. You're fine. Here we have ambush. Nothing for the either side. We have Russian defender. Defender has ambush. We're going hand to hand. 3 to 5 odds. 3 to 5 is 1 to 2. I need a 6 with a -1. All right, I don't get it. And now, because I did hand to hand, we're going to be at 5 to 3. And that gets us 3 to 2 odds with a +1. So I need a 7 or less to kill the pesky little dudes. All right, so we have leader. All right, wound die roll. This time he fails, so he's dead. And you are gone as well. All righty then. We're into the route phase, or I should say rally phase for the next turn. Wind change. We do not have wind. We have a wounded Russian. No coming back yet. And prep fire. All right, so you're going to fire. Let's get rid of the pin. 8 up 2 into here. 8 up 2. 6 on the 8 is going to be a 1 check. So the commissar. Holy shit. 1 check for the 447. Okay, and the 628. He says, never mind. Does he pin? He does not pin. Axis sniper. So we have German sniper and Russian sniper. Not too shabby, I think. You're going to fire 8 up 1. 6 on the 8 again is a 1 check, so the 8-1. Alright, so he's ELR'd. Wounded and broke. And a 1 check for you. You are ELR'd to a 4-2-6. So you're gone. I need a 4-2-6. And you're broken. 6-2-8s in this scenario will ELR to a 4-2-6. Which means that you guys can now fire your 8 firepower onto here up 3. 8 up 3? No effect. This fire base is shit. You're going to have to move again. How do I move? I can come here. Or I could start up for 1, go for 2, turn for 3. Bypass 4, 5, turn 6, 7, 8, turn 9, 10, 11. I wouldn't have enough move. I was thinking of bypassing the bottom of this house and coming up around here, but there's just not enough move. Alright, let's go to movement phase. Well, I only got this guy, so he's going to come to here. And defending fire. Let's start with you. And you. Four up 3 is just... A 4 or less is what I need. It's just not going to work. This guy's a pain in my ass. I can't break him. I could have an 8 up 3 shot into here. 8 up 4, I should say. Let's do 8 up 4. Hope for Hail Mary. Don't break the weapon. And then we're going to do a 4 up 3. Yeah. I really got to remember Molotovs. You have no target. You guys here, let's fire 12 up 3. That is a 10 on the 12, which is a pinning. And you're fine. Now we're going to fire 4 up 3. Glad I could help, Hexy. Glad I could help. The rules are good to understand what's going on, obviously, but the best way to learn is by watching somebody else play. That's true. Definitely, for sure. You're going to drop. Do I want to drop or do I move? I didn't move you. Oh, wait a minute. Whose turn is it? This is his turn. I forgot to move this guy. This guy was going to withdraw into here. So now I'm going to fire onto this guy here with this guy. So it's going to be 12 up 2. 12 up 3 because of low vis. No effect. And advancing fire, of which I only got the tank. So we're going to do 4 up 4. And then a 4 or less to hit. Yeah, 4 or less to hit. No effect. And I'm like, quiet once. Und that is it. Well, that's true, Castle. Yeah, you're right. The best is playing against somebody else who knows the game. Second best is watching somebody else play, provided you're playing as well. That's the important thing. Otherwise, you're just going to forget the rules and get fire hosed with information. But no, you're right, Castle. The best way is to play against someone else, that's for sure. And different people. One thing I'm realizing with my solitaire playing and playing Dave is that I don't know how other people think. I know how Dave thinks pretty good. Dave knows how I think pretty good. But we don't know other players that well at all. And you really learn from playing a diverse group of people. For sure. Flame spread, meaning 11 and 12s. 11, 12, 12. No. And then we do route phase. No, we just UA. Now, I can't see this guy, so I could move to the Commissar. That would be safe. And you guys will now have to retreat. What are the chances of a 2 to 6 working? That would be 1 to 2 odds. I would need a 4. I could go hand to hand, but then I would probably die in turn. Or do I stay and take my lumps with shooting? This would be on the 16 up 3. That would hurt. Coupled with a 12 up 3. That's true, Castle. You're right. I do want to play you. I still want to get back together with Stu there and finish off Crete. Stu, hit me up sometime. I'm back in action, so whenever it's good for you, we can try and fit in. 2 to 6 is 1 to 3. Yes. Yeah, no, I was thinking this guy here. This guy here coming into the 6 to 8. This guy's going to stay concealed. I don't want to use him. But this would be a 1 to 2, and then this would be a 3 to 2 coming back. Roger, Roger. Okay, just let me know whenever you want to. And Caslo, if you're on my Discord, just drop me a time frame when you think is good. If you have a scenario you want to play, that's by all means just throw it in there, and we can tee up a time. Yep, tee up a time, no problem. There's so many scenarios I want to play, and I've just ordered Doom Battalion, so I'm going to have more scenarios and counters to play with. I have to stay in the stone. I can't go into the wood. It's just be too easy to die. You have to stay there. I could advance to there, but then it would be seen by you, so it wouldn't be open ground. I would have to lose my concealment. So you're stuck. The question is do I jump on this guy and take my chances? Again, we're looking at it's in the YouTube description. You'll see the Discord link down at the bottom. I can paste it into there as well. I remember how to do that. Want to... All right, let me paste that into here. No, that's not going to work. Hidden use copy button. Yeah, it's in the description of the YouTube video. You'll see it there. All right, so 3 to 2 coming back would be an 8 with hand to hand. I would be attacking with a 6, so I have a decent chance of hurting the 6 to 8. But I might be losing my squad in the process. What are we at? We're at turn 3, so they have 2 more movement phases when they have to kill me. I don't think I want to do that. If I don't move into hand to hand, or I could also throw this guy in too and be a 1-to-1, but I would lose my concealment. Best case, I kill the Russian. Worst case, I die. In the middle, we're engaged in melee. That'd be kind of funny if it did. Just give me a second here. Let me pull up the proper one. Um, There, that's the Discord link right there. 667's the last of my name. There you go. Um, yeah, what the hell, eh? Let's throw him in there. I have to tie up the Russian. I can't let him jump on my concealed half squad. Everything else is fine. Let's go close combat. We've only got the one. No ambush, so we're going 1-to-2. I need hand to hand. I need a 6. And he cannot kill me with an 8. It worked. It worked. 6-4 is 3-2. 3-2 is an 8. He rolled a 9. He failed. Failed in his task. That is pretty clutch. I think I just secured the German victory. See if they can withstand some firepower now. Ruby. Yeah, let's tee up the time there, Caslo, whenever's good for you. By the way, are you going to Caslo? Out of curiosity? I'm going to be going to that, so it's going to be my first tournament ever. It's already booked, and yeah, so maybe we'll see you there. All right, we're doing route phase for the Russians. You know, surprisingly, the Germans have not broken. They've either disintegrated or they've withstood the firepower. It's only the Russians that are really broken. All right, so this guy here can rally. Finally comes back, even though he's a wounded A1. This commissar needs to come back. Oh, awesome, Hexy, thanks. Yeah, sign up. Too much, yeah. That was my rationale for not going to Victoria when they had it there, which would have been awesome to go to, but I mean that's a vacation, not just a weekend. Yeah, it's definitely costly to move around this country. We're too big. This leader here needs a 4 to rally. That's supposed to be yours. And then in this location, we have a commissar, so that's gone. And we have a 7. Oof, bad. And a 9. All righty then, let's get into some shoosting. Just to confirm, we've got 2 more movement phases left. And this is now dire. I gotta kill that 467, but I gotta get in range to attack this guy as well. You're a conscript with a freaking medium. Well, you're gonna fire, so we know that much. You're gonna do a 4-up, 3 into him. No effect, no rate. You guys are gonna move. Everybody else has to move. I can't stay and fire. Can that medium see anything? No. No. So the medium's got to move. I have to get into this hex. I can't afford to sit back and break it. And if I get into this hex, I'm going to be taking 12 firepower in the face. So that was my first shot. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a shot like this, but too much smoke in the way. It would give me encirclement on this guy, but I need somebody to move. I can't encircle the guy. I'm gonna have to move this guy. So that means you're gonna be my fire base. Let's fire on the 467. So we're gonna take these guys, we're gonna fire on the 467. If I break him, I might live a little bit longer in H13. So we're going to be at an 8. You're a 7 up 1, so no leadership. Well, we'll use the wounded leader's leadership. No, he's a 7 up 1. I don't want to do that. We use the commissar. So it's going to be an 8 up 3. A lot of calculating for no effect, so this is gone. And that's that. And now I got to move. I don't have any choice. All right, we're going to assault into there. I'll hold my fire. You're going to assault into there. I may as well shoot. Let's do an 8 down, or 8 flat. 7 on the 8 is in 1 check. And he's fine. Let's do a 8 down 1. Unreal. Well, this could be interesting. You're going to drop the medium and you're going to assault move into F12. You're going to fire your machine guns. With a 16 up 4 shot. All right. 8 on the 16 is a 1 check and a sniper. Pinned. Shit, I was going to jump on him. All right, so we're pinned. And now I'm going to do the main cannon. I may as well. Sniper. No effect. Now it's going to be +1, -1 canceled, plus 3. 4 for the low vis, -2 would be a +2. So I need a 6 or less to hit. No effect. Do I sustain? Intensifier, Dave's favorite word when I intensify. Intensifier, I would need a 4 or less to hit. I'm acquired, I would need a 5 or less to hit. All right, didn't break my gun and I hit, which is important. So I'm acquired twice, and we're going to be on the 6 table. Nice. All right, that's it for move. And defending fire. Let's go 8 up 3. Okay, 5 on the 6, still a 1. 1 check for the 628. All right, so you're gone. You're a 426. Half squad. Broke. Now there's no way that Soviets can secure this bridge. By the way, question there for you gurus. It says and or. How would you read that? So you win a game in by having one or more good order MMC in a railroad location on south of O16, which is this one right here. South. So any one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 or railway locations, and or if there are no good order MMC AV north of the valley. Do I have to satisfy both conditions to win as a Russian? I think I do. That's how I would read that. Unless there's no good order, I have to secure a location on the railway. That's the way I would read it. I'm just curious what you guys, how you read those and ors. All right, defending fire. I think that was it. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, advancing fire. We need 11 and 2 12s. Wasted of a snake eyes, and now we can do other shooting. That was supposed to be a shot. This is now going to be a shot, so 4 up 3. No effect. You guys are pinned. You hate Ando. Yeah, it's very confusing. Very confusing. I do have a Molotov. I am pinned. I could try throwing a Molotov onto... I forgot to throw for Molotov. I don't think it would have helped any because my roll was too high anyways. But if I'm pinned, can I throw a Molotov onto a tank? It has to be unpinned. All right, it has to be unpinned. Right, right. So if I manage to kill these Germans, there's nothing north of the valley, I would win. I think. Yeah, and or it's very, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being dense right now because it's kind of, well, it's relatively late on a Wednesday. But I'm just not grokking it. Advancing fire. I think I didn't have anything else. Let's go to route phase. And you're just going to come back. Let's go back to the... no, that would be open ground. I can't do that. I'd have to low crawl. And on this side, we have nothing. I'm supposed to jump on that tank. Advance phase. Let's go into the building. Let's jump onto this dude. If I come back there, what would be the benefit? If I move back to here, I get nothing except a dead tank away from my objective. I have to go towards the objective, which is the rail cars. I'm just going to have to endure a shot from these guys. There's no way around it. If I can live, then I'll win. And they'll have to destroy me. So I have to come to this location. I don't think I can go anywhere else. And I'll just have to hope that I don't get blasted. Alright, close combat. And let's do this one here. 1-to-1 is a 5. I don't think I want hand-to-hand yet. So I need a 5. He needs a 5. Alright, so we're engaged in melee. And I'm one step closer to jumping on top of him, and we're into turn 4. Wind change. No wind. We have rallies for the Russians. Again, the Germans don't have to worry about it much. Commissar here for 8. And then we have a 9. Oh, 8 plus 1, so it's going to be an 8. Right, good enough. And here, this is a 7 of 1, so it's going to be a 4 or less. Okay, sure. Why not? Prep fire. Let's blast this 447 before he gets us. So we're going to do 8, double to 16 up 4. No effect. And then we'll hit with the main cannon. Unless I roll that. So what are we looking at? Plus 3, 4 for buttoned up, 5 for low vis. Acquired twice is a 3. 2x range is a 1. So I hit. I hit on the 6 table. And an 8 on the 6 is a pinning. And they are fine. You have to kill this thing now. 8 flat. +1, -1, so 8 flat. 7 on the 8's a 1 check commissar. Survey says he's fine, and then we need an 8 for him. Nice. All right, and once again, no rate on my mediums. You're going to stay where you are. You're going to shoot +1 for the wreck, 3 for the house, low vis will be +5 on the 4 table. That's not going to play. So let's go up here, 4 up 3. 7 on the 4 is a pinning task check, Russian sniper commissar. Clip encounters, awesome. Which game you clipping? By the way, Wardrobe, I'm trying to pick up onto Richmond 2 from our local store there on when I go to Caslow. So I'm hoping I have onto Richmond 2 in my hands by this spring, summer. Love to get into that with you guys. Are you serious? Well, it's only a pin, so I guess it's really not that drastic. He's not going to be able to shoot back very effectively. Russian sniper. We have a 2. Sniper saved the day. 5 for 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's going to land on you. All right, leader. Oop, leader, squad. Frick off. All right, so I'm going to take the leader. Leader's going to take a wound die roll, which he passes. I'm going to do a second sniper check on the 468, and he is fine. Good old dice bot. Wait a minute. Was that guy? Beyond Valor tonight. Nice. Yeah, it's like what, 9 counter sheets? That's a lot of clipping. I'm totally lost right now. I think these guys already fired. I fired this just now. And I did that. So that's it for that. Movement phase, we have you. If I move into I-15, I lose my concealment. I must stay there. I can't even act. You're basically a block and force for these guys. Really, I'm depending on these 2 guys to kick ass on anything that moves in. So I got no moves. Defending fire. We'll go with a 4 up 1, 2, 4. 4 up 4. That's going to be a miss. No rate. 2 up 3. Hail Mary. And let's do a fire group. We're going to do 6 firepower plus 4. 9 is no effect. And you're going to throw a Molotov onto the tank. So So availability die roll. Well, he's never mind. He just rolled a flame in his own location, I think. I guess there's no consequence for Molotovs. If you roll in for Panzerfaust, you'd be pinned, but I don't think that applies for Molotovs. Yeah, I don't think a Molotov is going to cause a pin or anything like that. Yeah, it's only the actual attack if I rolled a 6 on the colored die. Thank frick I didn't do that. So you don't have a Molotov, so you're fine. I can't jump on the tank because it's not moving yet. I guess that's it. Advancing fire. Spread some flame. 11, 12, 12. And then we could do some other shoosting. I think everything is shot. Road phase, nothing. And German advance. Let's jump into this house. And you guys are fine in the woods, in the stone. Close combat, we have a melee going on. Do I switch to hand to hand? No. So I need a 5. And the Russian needs a 5. No, so we're still engaged in melee. Even hand to hand would not have resolved anything. Would be a 7, so we would have missed regardless. All right, last turn. Can the Russians pull it off? Wind change. Negative. We have one self-rally, which must be this guy here. Heat of battle would have been nice. That's gone. So you guys all have to run now, eh? Prep fire. Let's fire 8 up 4. No effect. Rate. 8 up 4. No effect. You're gonna move. You guys all have to move. You're gonna jump on that tank. I shouldn't jump on the tank. It's such a waste of time. If I assault into there, you would come into here. You can bypass for 1, come into here for 2. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to move. I have to kill this unit. How do I do that? I dash to here and advance. One, two, three, 4, advance. And I'm still shy of my objective. There's no way I can secure the north end of the bridge. So let's take the safe route. We're going to go bypass for 1, 2, and then into here for 3, 4. I'll hold my fire so I can get both units. We're going to advance into here. You're going to fire so you get your 2 shots. So this would be a 12 up 3. 9 on the 11 on the 12 is going to be a miss. And I'm going to intensify. No, I can't when I have IFE. You're supposed to hit 16 firepower and you roll an 8. Wait a minute. 12 firepower and roll an 8. Yeah. Yeah, 11's a miss. Well, I've moved in the wrong order. Let's fire 8 up 3 into that location. 8 up 3. 7, 10 on the 8 is a miss. No rate. Well, that was fast. You're flipping like a maniac. Yanks is next. Yep, yep. Let's advance to there. This way I can't fire it again. Although I could fire 2 shots. I may as well. So this will be a 2 up 3. Yeah, alright. So now I cowered. If I fire this now, I need to hit. So let's do the machine guns. We're going to do 8 up 3. 7 on the 8 is a 1 check, so the 9-0. And the 4-4-7. GTS Utah. Nice. 1 check is pinned. Yeah, you're pinned because of the commissar. You're still good order, however. I did have a rate of 1. No, I didn't fire the machine gun, so yeah. Alright, so you're final fired. And then you're gonna come here. Oh wait, tank. The tank just pinned him. Now let's fire the main cannon. It's gonna be +3, 4 for buttoned up. Is a 4 less to hit. Critical. I'll take it. Critical hit. Who gets it? Leader and squad. So the squad's going to get the critical with a -2 on the 12. Is an 8 on the 12 is a 1 check. And you are a 9 or a 10 on the 6, so that's a miss. You get a 1 check, which you pass. All right, so I'm fired. I do have a 1. I don't have rate. I could intensify because it did cost 2 move. I may as well. I don't care if I lose this thing anymore. Let's get a second shot. That is going to hit. We are looking at a +3, 4 for buttoned up. Acquisition is a +3. Intensifier is a +5. Shit, missed it by 1. Missed it by 1. Sniper is no joy. And that is just about that. You have a turret, so you're going to spin your turret, which is a normal turret, so it should only be a +2 for spinning. Slow turret is a +2 for spinning. Woods or a wooden rail car with low vis would be a total of +5. 2 hex range brings it down to a +3. So I need a 3 to hit. Wrong. A 5 or less to hit. If I use IFE, That would be a 12 firepower attack with a +5. +12 up 5, or a 5 or less to hit, and then I would need a 1 table. $12 up 5 it is. Good choice. 12 up 5. 10 on the 12 is a pinning task check. 9-0 is fine, and the other guy's already pinned. I could? No, I can't. Again. Oh, I'm screwed. They have a good order unit. This guy was supposed to hit. Yeah, I don't believe you can intensify when you use your IFE. So the Russians are going to win. They have a good order unit within any one of these 6Xs. I can't do anything to stop it, regardless of how this battle pans out. Depending on what and or means. Yeah, I don't know how this one's going to play out. I don't know what the solution is. Who wins? I think the Germans are going to win because by denying the Russians this victory, I have good order within the north of the valley. Squad and a half. He must control a railroad location, and provided there's no good order infantry tanks north of the valley. All right, defending fire. I've got nothing left to shoot except for this guy here. Let's do an 8 up 4. No effect. You're going to stay concealed. Now we'll do the advancing fire phase. We're going to do a 4 up 4. That's not worth it. Sniper territory. No shooting here. You guys are pinned. I could throw Molotovs, but again, I'm pinned. And I have to be unpinned to do that. So that's no effect. And route phase. Flame spread. 11, 12, 12. And no routes. We go to advanced phase. Let's jump onto 4, 6, 7. It doesn't really matter. Throw you into what the hell. You're going to jump onto this combat. That means he's going to be at 1 to 2 coming back. And you guys will just move into there. You're going to take a patsy. Because I want to kill a tank. You fail, so you're stuck where you are. And they have to be on in our railroad location on south of 1. Or no Germans. So either or. So the Russians are going to win because they control the railway location. Right. I can buy that. I wonder if there's a clarification on... I should read that up on that in Game Squad. Just give me a quick second here, dudes. My dudes. Game Squad. And or... Scenario VC. Oh, look at that. Stu, you're the first guy up. That's funny. Yeah, that's all gobbledygook. Um, yeah, I can accept that reasoning, Stu. It's funny how you posted the question on Game Squad about the and or VC. We're talking about that now still. All right, so that's advanced phase. And now we'll do some hand to gland. All right, so we have ambush terrain. Russians are at a +1 and we're lax. So it's going to be a +2 to ambush. So they're at a 4. It was the I just closed it off. It's the wonderful and or question you posted back last year, actually. So right here, April 15, 2024. That's funny. All right, so Russians are at a 2, wrong, a 4. Germans are at a 6, no ambush. We have 6, 7, 8 to 4, 2 to 1 odds. We're not going hand to hand. That'll be enough. And then I needed a 7, rolled a 6, so the German's dead. The German would take on the 447 and one of the leaders, let's say the 10-0. That would be 4 to 5, it would be 1 to 2. Or I could take everything at 1 to 2. I'll take everything at 1 to 2. It's the same roll, so I need a 4. All right, so the German's dead. Russians are unscathed. Now we go here, reinforce with the 9-0 means that the Russians need a 5 and the German needs a 4. Right, so the melee continues, and then we look at the lovely and ors. By having one or more good order MMC in a rural location on south of OI-16, which I do, and or if there are no good order German MMC north of the valley. Mr. Tom Morin, paging Mr. Tom Morin, how do you read that? Because I'm having doubts now. I think the Germans are going to win by denying the Russians victory. We have good order German north of the valley, which violates the bottom half of that BC. And they have good order MMC in the railroad location. They don't have the and they don't have the or. So I'm going to say that the Germans are going to win this one because we still have units north of the valley. Why don't I just get rid of the and leave the or? You have to control a location on this railway, or there can't be any units north of the valley. Why do you need to have both? Why do you need to have and or? All right, let me look up that one quickly. Can't even type. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Germans are going to win this one. It's a Russian win condition, not a German win condition. So by denying the Russians the victory, though, the Germans win, right? Read it as or only. So they have to control a railroad location, or there can't be anything good north of the valley. So ignore the and. Ignore the and. I gotta post this on Game Squad. I'm gonna have to post this on Game Squad. Let's post it on Game Squad. I'll leave it up in the air for now. I'm going to post this on Game Squad. I'm going to post on my Discord, and I may make a post on YouTube with the result. But I don't know. I see what you're saying, Stu. But because of this pesky half squad, actually, he's not even north of the valley. He's in the valley, if you want to get technical. He's not north of it. The Russians would win. Excluding everything else, this guy is not technically north of the valley, he's above it. Which means the Russians satisfy the victory conditions and win. If this half squad had been posted here, that would be north of the valley. I think it would be contentious, and you'd have to ask the scenario designer what he intends. But because he's here, I understand what you're saying, Stu. But because he's here, I think it's going to be a Russian victory. Yeah, all right, I'll go with that. Thoughts? If you guys have any thoughts to this, how you think it should have gone, make sure you comment down below in the comment section, please. And again, my Discord's at the bottom of the description of the video on YouTube. So stop on by and we'll see what's going down. If anybody, do the Russians satisfy the first part? Yes. They have a good order MMC. This pin will be gone. So they have this good order guy that's sitting on a railway hex. They need to have one or more good order MMC in a railway location. Now, these guys are not good order because they're in melee, but this guy is in good order, so he would satisfy the Russian victory condition. And if this guy had been here, then it might be a German victory. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to post it on GameSpot anyways. I took a screen grab, so we'll see what they say. People can weigh in, and again, I'll let you guys know. I want to thank you very much for watching the show. I'm going 2.5 hours. Not too bad. Nice little scenario. I do like it. It's nice and close. You saw how it went back and forth. You don't know who's going to win. Shit rolls all around. Let's look at the rolls. Contrasting this with my last game with with Valor of the Guards and Dave. These were mostly red. Now they're a lot of green, and a couple dark greens were below average. So my dice, I guess, were all over the place. We have a nice bell curve. 48's the high point, right at 7 where it should be. We got a couple of blips here on the end. 5s, there's a lot of 5s in this game. But looks like we have a nice bell curve distribution. Anyway, enough babble. I want to thank you guys very much. Don't know what's up next. We're going to see. I'm probably going to go back to 24 October Stalingrad on Saturday. And Dave and I are going to be fitting in 15 September nighttime. He's going to do a counterattack on my piss poor defense. And we'll see how that goes. That's coming up as well. I'll probably just do a video after action. And then hopefully I can fit in a game with Caslow and Stu again. So that's all coming up in the future. Thank you guys very much for watching. And we'll see you guys in the next video.